Welcome to TAG. Today, we're going to fix the brakes distribution module on this 2007 Prius. How pretty wash. Look at that right there.
Whoa!
TAG, you're in. Alright there, so the first thing we gotta do is take out this windshield wiper section. We did that before in a video there. We use this Prius spark plugs. So we'll just do that real quick and then I'll show you how to get into there to fix the brake distribution module. Let's do it. Alright, for those who didn't decide to watch that video, first thing you gotta do is take out the windshield wipers themselves. Now for this one you use a 14 mil, pop that out. This is no card, didn't want to come out easily. I mean, the screws came out, but the thing, you had to take a screwdriver to get this one out. Just did not want to come out. But that's pretty easy. So 3 14 mils, job done. And a whole bunch of 10 mils for here and the tray. Bunch. And that will take this out with the 10 mils. And then there's also 2 tabs for this before you get to the tray. These 2 tabs. Comes out super easy, this splits. And this comes out and then you take out all the 10 mils to the tray. Now the difference between that Prius and this Prius is we have a relay connected to the tray. I don't know why we do. So we're going to take the relay out, but that's just 2 10 milliliters right there. We also, just like the other one, have a lot of wiring hooked up to the tray. So you just take the wiring out. Easy job. Let's just get it done quick here. Alright there. So you may see I'm wearing different clothes. 2 reasons. One, I didn't want to get my nice clothes dirty. And second reason, it's a week later. You know, turned out that part we got is not proprietary. It is a universal. So we had to cut brake line, move things around, all that. That's no fun. Don't always trust your auto store guys. Right there. But what we did do is we found this online. Turns out you can't find them brand new. That they don't. So we went on eBay and bought a used one. It doesn't matter. It's 300, almost 60,000 miles. Who cares? So even it is a week later, so we did all take it back all apart, put it back there, take it apart. It seems redundant, but it doesn't take too long. And we also hosed the crap out of it. We're like, well, we don't have to part, but man, we know that sucker's gonna be hard to get off with this many miles, and it's a 13-year-old car. It's gonna be a job. So it probably will be. We don't know yet. We'll find out. Could be a Hail Mary and knock it out of the park, or it could be we gotta buy new brake lines. We'll find out. You never know. So, let's get going. We lubed her up, hosed her down. We know what size bolts we need and what size wrenches we need. We'll get in there and loosen her up and then we'll work from there. And then once we're all done, I think we're all done. Yeah, well, let's get going. So I got my Big Larry flashlight, one of my favorite flashlights ever. It's I call it a super flashlight because it's bright. And I'm going to get in here. So, I got my 10 mil socket and my 10 mil wrench. Important stuff. Alright, let's get on in here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up the brake lines themselves because you want a nice sturdy base to get those off. So let's try top ones first here. Alright, right here. Counterclockwise, clockwise. Okay, counterclockwise. Oh! The loop job really worked there. There one. Okay, get it on there. Little boy, what are you saying? We got her. Alright, next one. Oh, let's see if we're lucky. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Whoa! Okay, alright, let's not get too excited. We got 3 more in the bottom. 3 more in the bottom. Okay. We only got 3 more. 3 more. Oh, it's even easier. Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. We're getting her though. Oh, cover. It went. I hit another line, but I got her undone. Okay, so that lubing obviously worked. We got all 6 off there, and Big Larry helped. I love Big Larry. Oh, my best friend. Solid as rock. Okay, so now we have to take the 10 millimeter one. I put a little extension on there. Because I think it might be a little easier. Plus we got that hose in the way. I don't know what that is. Cruise control? No, no clue. Anyways, make sure you never lose your tools and put this one in my pocket. And I'm going to get in there. Alright, so another reason I'm using not an extension, the long one, a simple normal size socket, is because I have to get beyond this bar, so the extension actually helps. It's a little rusted, so we're going to get in there like, oh man, that's coming right off. Okay, we're just lucky. Let's loosen up. It's the luck of the Irish. There you go. There's that bolt. There's the other bolt that holds it on. And you got the 6 here. Okay. Well, we're leaking the brake fluid now. So it's leaking. So we know that it's loose. I'm gonna take them all off. We're gonna lose some brake fluid, but I got extra brake fluid there, and we're not done. We gotta bleed the brakes. That's gonna suck now, monkey nuts. Okie dokie, let's do this and do the monkey sucking job of bleeding the damn brakes. But let's go through what we have here. So, you got the 2 bolts here which are holding on the brake proportioning valve, and we should tell you how it works. So, these 2 screws here hold it in, and then you have 2 lines that go to your rear brakes and 2 lines that go to your front brakes. And then you have an in and then another out, because you have to have proportionals of the valves, proportioning, brake proportioning valve. That's how it works. So it is not a fancy device. I'm not really sure how the internals work, but either way, without it, right now, obviously there's fluid going in here and it fills up and then it just goes all back. Now we got our looses up, we're gonna take her out. And I'm gonna be honest, you might not be as lucky as us, but the gods, the mighty car gods have praised us with lube and looseness. Oh, who doesn't love a loose nut? You know what I'm saying, you gotta love that loose nut. Hey, so that's all free. We're gonna unscrew it all, take it out, and then hook it all back in, and then we'll get to bleeding the brakes. But first, let's get this out, and then I'll show you how to put it back in. All right, let's go. Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, no.
Elbows. Greasy hands. What in there? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm gonna be honest. It did take us an hour and a half, like I said it would, because it was a Hail Mary. Wait, no. Hail Mary! And baseball, we knocked her out of the park.
Well, I ate one of our wrenches.
Oh, yeah. We
the most important wrench of all.
We lost a 10 mil. It ate to 10 mil. But I have a spare 10 mil.
Everyone,
Spare 10 mil.
moment of silence.
Moment of silence for 10 mil. Moment over. I'll buy a new one. Alright. Let's get going and bleed these brakes because I'm getting tired. I need a beer. I'm out of beer. Beer break. Think beer break?
Beer break.
Beer break. Yeah, beer break. So we'll go have a beer and then get back to it. So make our mind nice and fresh. Alright, so now we gotta bleed the brakes to get all the lines through. So we gotta open up the brake line, or the brake reservoir over here, and put some brake fluid in. Where? How do you get fluid in the brake reservoir?
Right there. Right there.
So your brake master cylinder is over there, and your brake reservoir is right there? The logic to that makes no sense to me. So we open our brake reservoir, and we're like, oh my gosh, not enough in there. And you're like, oh wow, well I got my brake fluid. So you grab your brake fluid. That beer brake really effective. I feel great. You feel great?
Feeling great.
I feel great there. And we're just gonna fill up our reservoir. It's a slower fill. And you can overfill it a little bit because you're gonna lose a lot. She full. Alright, our brake reservoir is full. Let's grab our homemade bleeder kit, which you learned from Chris Fix. Here's the homemade bleeder kit. It's a Gatorade bottle with a 1/4-inch tube shoved up it. Yeah, works great. Let's get going. Alright there, so we're at the point where we can now bleed the brakes. The job is a success, and it seems to be working real well. We pumped the brakes, we got plenty of pressure, and the front brakes are actually working real well. So, first thing we gotta do is get off this cap, plastic cap that's on the front bleeders. There's a cap on the back bleeders as well. Take off your caps, take your 8mm wrench, and I suggest you make yourself a homemade bleeder kit or buy a bleeder. This is just 1/4-inch hose with a Gatorade bottle. Works well. And simply put your 8-inch wrench on there. Then put the hose on after you get everything off. And then with the friend at the wheel, you open her up and you say, push the brake.
Push!
Let loose.
Loose!
Push the brake.
Push!
There you go. Now we're moving. Alright, keep her just pumping. And the reason you have this bleeder is because you have an actual seal with fluid. Almost there. Looks like we're good. Let go. Now seal her off, and the beauty of this is, with the bleeder, I didn't have to open, close, because I have a liquid seal. So it goes a lot faster and you waste less fluid. Then you just slowly pop her off, let your liquid go back in there, and voila. And another nice thing is, this is good fluid. I'm just gonna reuse it. It's clean fluid. And if you have a clean bleeder kit and your fluid's pretty new, which this fluid is pretty new, you can just reuse it. Beautiful. Then you're all done. And now we finished off doing this brake job. I'd say we take her for a drive and we finish this up, you know. Alright there. So we got the brake proportioning valve done and we bled all the brakes. And now we actually have a car that has front brakes. It's amazing. You'll be surprised how scary it is. Only have back brakes in the middle of the winter and all of a sudden a deer comes out in the middle of the road. It happened to me. It's very scary. My back end almost went out, almost went in the ditch. So, not a hard fix. I thought it'd be tough. Not a hard fix. You just take them off. I lube in advance. That's the important thing. But I think overall, not a hard fix. Keeps this car going. The brakes, because we do have aftermarket brakes in the front and the back. They're great, fantastic. Oh, I'm just so glad nothing broke. So, I'm Shane. Till next time, dig your it there, eh?